So I imagine there are some people that are going to want to try this on Procreate, and that's totally fine with me. For this, you open up a new complete page. The screen size works fine. Pick a brush that's really easy for you to use. Again, I like to go into painting and pick the round brush. Make sure your brush is relatively small, and then bring your opacity to 100. And Procreate's nice because you can use different layers and different colors. So total, we're going to end up with about 4 layers. You can end up with more, but I would like them to be organized like this. So on the very bottom layer, we're going to rename that horizon line and VP. I don't want to write vanishing point. I'll also add my title on here. So if you do Procreate, make sure you still title it 1 point perspective practice with your name and date on it. So treat it just like a sketchbook page. You'll put the horizon line down, you'll put the vanishing point on it, and then you're going to go into your layers and start another layer right on top of that. So remember, that's that little plus sign right there. That's how you add a new layer. So on this, you're going to just be drawing your lines. So we're going to call it perspective lines. That's what we'll rename it. And that's what you're going to actually draw on. The next step, even though my color layer is next, is I'll actually go and add my final lines to there. So I'll go over it in black. And then in between those layers, so I make a new one and I just drag it. Remember, you can just click and drag your layers to wherever you want them to. So initially I have my color is going to probably end up here. I'm going to put it under my final lines. And there it is. If you want to, you can go into your perspective lines layer, click the little N, and you can bring the opacity down. You see those lines, those perspective lines are getting a lot lighter, so they're a little bit less distracting, which might help you. Again, if you need to do this on multiple layers, then that's fine, but this is the easiest way for me to organize it. So later on, you can get rid of your perspective lines just to make it easier on your eye. If you're doing a different box, but all the lines are getting confusing, you can keep doing them on new layers, new layers, new layers, new layers. So if I want to, I can do another one right here. I can go right next to it or right underneath it, and I don't have to worry about all those other lines distracting me. The colors also help. But if those lines are kind of confusing, I can uncheck that layer. It's a bad square, but it doesn't matter. Just treat this like normal. And what's nice is that Procreate automatically makes straight lines for you. So if you hold, click and drag, and just let it hold for a couple of seconds, it'll automatically make those lines really sharp for you. So now I have a new set of lines, terrible set of lines, but I have them. And I can just merge them down a little bit later. So I can, finalize the lines, I can color underneath them, and then later on, if I want to, I can merge these together, and now they're just one layer. If that makes it less confusing for you, then totally go for it.